What? Trader Joe's is out of pizza dough? And they're not going to have it for 2 weeks? What am I going to do? I know. I'll make it myself. It's not hard to make pizza dough. It takes a few simple ingredients, most of which you have around your house. The one thing you need to make sure that you've bought at the grocery store that you might not have in your house is some yeast. I buy mine in a jar because I like to mix my own proportions. You can also buy it in packets like this. So, to start, get a cup of nice warm water. Add to it either a packet of yeast, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons, or just get this yeast, and I just use 2 teaspoons of yeast, and I put it in the water. I add 1 teaspoon of salt. I add 1 teaspoon of sugar and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's what's in the bowl right now. It's been several minutes now and I can start to add flour. The yeast is all bubbling up. It's definitely nicely proofed, and so I'm going to add about 3 cups of flour to the water and yeast. So there's 1, there's 2, and I'm going to mix these 2 together first to see how much more we need. I added in 2 cups of flour and I've mixed it well, and I don't think I may not need a full other cup of flour, so I'm just going to add, here's my 3rd cup. I'm just going to add some of it in and see what happens. So I'll put in about a 1/2 cup of flour first. Try to mix that together. So I'm going to keep kneading this dough probably for 4 or 5 minutes until it gets soft and bouncy. So it's always good to add the flour to the water mixture because you never know how much exactly flour you're going to need. I thought I would need 3 cups, but I really only needed 2 1/2. So this is now nicely kneaded. It feels nice and firm. It only took me about 5 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of olive oil to a bowl, just a tiny bit, like that. And then I'm going to put my dough ball into it. I created this little dough ball, and I'm going to cover it and let it rise for about 45 minutes to an hour. So it's been about an hour and the dough is about doubled in size, so it will be time to get it ready for the second rise or to put it in the refrigerator to let it proof overnight. So we'll take it out now. Flour the counter a little bit, and there's the dough. What we're going to do is just divide it into 2 parts, like that. Okay, so I'm going to get the doughs ready to be made into a dough ball. The way you do that is you kind of bring the dough together, like that. Just keep on stretching it and turning it. Fold it in, turn it, fold it in, turn it, fold it in, turn it, so you get a really nice tight ball like that. Then you'll be ready to let this go through a second rise. So one of them I'm going to just put in here, and I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm not going to use that for a while. I might not use that. I could even freeze that. So I prefer to let my pizza dough rise slowly in the oven over a period of a day. So if I make my dough in the morning, I might go ahead and put it either on a cookie sheet covered, or I'm going to put this in a little oiled little container. Then I'll cover it, and I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator. It'll be in there for all day long, and then I can use it later in the day. If I don't want to use it for several days or maybe for a couple of weeks, I would freeze that instead of just refrigerate it. So whether or not you have just made your dough ball, or you've just brought it out of the refrigerator to warm it up, or you bring it out of the freezer, you warmed it up, you need to, when you bring it out, cover it and let it rise for about an hour. So I'm going to take this dough ball, I'm going to put a cover over it, and in about an hour I'll be back to go to the next stage of rolling out the pizza dough.